What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another video brought to you by Caught Out Ones. So we're going to discuss, talk about all the stuff out here, right? All the effeminate dudes out here. And yeah, there's a lot of feminine behavior that these dudes be doing, right? And the thing is that they be grilling you and all that, right? But they don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke. So all these feminine dudes out here, y'all be always grilling and mean mugging and all that. Yeah, that's what they do, right? But we ain't paying them no mind. Because, yeah, thing is that when you're from out the most hot, right, you're not going to be doing all that stuff because you know where you're from. You know what happened to us and how we got over here through, 400 years, right? So our people need to start, going against the system, going against Babylon, and going against our enemies, right? Who's exposing our enemies, right? That's what we should be doing. So a lot of our people like to be a part of these house niggas out here that's not really talking about nothing, that's not exposing, that's actually going along with the system, right? So you can tell who's out here really speaking the truth and who's not, right? There's a lot of weak cowardice people out here that like to meddle along with the oppressor, right? And the thing is that they should be doing the work, right? So do the work instead of just being, just on the sidelines, but not doing the work, right? So we have much work to be doing out here, right? Should be exposing our enemies, should be going against the doctrines, should be going against all the stuff that our people should be doing, right? So, Judah, right? That's what we are, right? So, we got to start going against the system and stop being weak, stop being effeminate, stop following after the oppressors, stop following after all this stuff out here that's not actually helping your people, right? So, you're going to see a lot of that going on when you're, exposing an enemy. And you're going to see all that going on because a lot of our people have this weakness about them that's not actually doing nothing, right? So go against the system, go against the people that are oppressing your people, right? That's what we should be doing. Go against the people that are oppressing our people and stop trying to go against your brother, right? So you're going to see a lot of that goes in this community, right? They always want to fight against each other, but whenever it's time to go against the enemy, it's crickets, it's silence. They act like I don't know what's going on, right? So this is why I'm not building with nobody until I start seeing you do the work, right? When you start doing the work, you start speaking out against the oppressor, you start going against your enemies, then we can actually get somewhere, right? But until then, you're just going to be weak cowards, effeminate, and all this stuff that y'all want to go along, right? That's what y'all really want to do, right? Y'all like the system, that's the thing. Y'all want to be a part of the system. Y'all want to be a part of the ways of the heathens, and you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to do the feast days. You don't want to praise the Most High. You want to be a part of the enemy. You want to be with the oppressors. That's what you want to do, right? You want to be with the enemy. That's why it's only going to be, like in scripture say, the 2/3 going to perish, and only the 1/3 will actually see what's going on. This is why it's going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a refinement that goes on. So let's just, as time progresses, we just got to see who's going to really be awakened.